Hello, everybody, and welcome to the World of WWE podcast. I am your host, Ant.
And what's up, guys? It's Macho Man Dan. Dig it!
The first dig it of 2022, and I'm definitely into that one there. So, you are tuning into our Day One prediction episode, and no, I don't know if you heard this, Dan, but The Miz is actually during his promo against Edge on Raw, and Miz goes, "I'm gonna beat you at the pay-per-view January 1st." It's not January 1st. It's called the Day One, but it is January 1st. WWE should have thought of that when they were booking this pay-per-view. But anyways, yeah. So WWE Day One, January 1st, 2022, the first pay-per-view
of 2022.
Yes, and of course WWE.
Surprisingly, not the Royal Rumble as they do every year.
Yeah, no, they normally do Royal Rumble. Back in 2005, they did New Year's Revolution.
Yeah, they did that, but
that lasted till 2007, and then they got rid of that.
It happened for 1 or 2 years, and then out the window. Why couldn't they bring that title back? I mean, New Year's Resolution, that was a really good idea for a name. Day One, I'm sorry, but that's a sucky name if you ask me.
Yeah, well, it's kind of remember when they were doing the they were doing the thing where they were bringing back, how they had the draft, and then they're like, fuck the draft, we're going to have all the wrestlers, fight on both brands, and the wrestlers were singing.
Yep. And you know what this also reminds me of?
Yeah.
Bragging rights. You remember how WWE changed the Survivor Series to bragging rights?
Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't. They didn't change it. They had bragging rights and then Survivor Series.
Oh really?
It was in October. Bragging rights.
Oh well.
Yeah, another way for WWE to make money. So speaking of
another cash grab.
For real, the cash grab. Speaking of bragging rights, there are 8 matches on the card, along with a kickoff show. Carlos is not here, but he has sent in his predictions. I am defending my championship here, and dude, I'm gonna win. I won at Survivor Series, and I've been.
Oh, ooh la la! You won one pay-per-view. Oh yeah, that. You're totally undefeated, Ant. Totally.
I am. I've been champion for over a month.
Because there was no December pay-per-view. The whole reason they're doing this freaking pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's not my fault that.
You're right. It's not your fault, but just because you've been champion for a month don't mean that you're gonna be undefeated for a whole year or something.
Well, I never said I'd be undefeated for a whole year. However,
you said you're gonna be you can't be beaten. So I mean, that's pretty much what you said.
Oh well, then you know what? I'm not
and maybe you jinxed yourself. Who knows?
Guess what? I'm not a liar.
Yeah.
So then I won't be defeated. I will. I guess I am alive. I don't remember what I said. I will be undefeated, though. So, yes. Whole year.
We will have to wait and see.
And if it does happen, it will be a fluke and a jinx.
A fluke and a jinx.
Okay.
We will have to wait on that one, won't we?
Yeah, well, as your champion, I'm going to tell you that I'm excited to defend my title tonight. And I am actually genuinely excited for some of the matches on the card. Again, there's 9 matches in total. The first being the kickoff one. And Carlos, he likes to do predictions for this one. I don't really like to, but I love Carlos, so we will do the predictions for him. So, the first match we're going to be talking about takes place on the kickoff show. We're going to see Cesaro and Ricochet taking on the team of Ridge, Holland, and Sheamus. And the story behind this is that Ridge is a really, really good follower of Sheamus. He likes Sheamus. He's a big fan of his. And Sheamus has issues with Cesaro and Ricochet. And I think Cesaro kind of wants to show Ridge Holland that Sheamus is not to be trusted. That's pretty much a rivalry going into this kickoff match. And Carlos has made his pick. Carlos is going with Cesaro and Ricochet to win this match. How about you, Dan? Who are you going for in this?
It's honestly kind of tough considering the fact that technically Sheamus is a big guy and everything, so Cesaro, and I mean, sure, Ricochet isn't that big of a guy, but he's still a good wrestler and everything. But I kind of see them pushing Sheamus and Rich Holland, so I got to go with them.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, I honestly think that considering the fact that, they really want to show that Rich Holland is going to be a big guy and everything, and he's helping Sheamus out and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm making my prediction.
okay. All right. Well, I'm going with Ridge Holland and Sheamus. The same reason you said. I think they're going to just try to build them up as a team, and
then eventually have Sheamus turn on him or something.
Yeah, and I do like Cesaro and Ricochet. They will have a good match, but there's really no point in them winning aside from proving that Sheamus and Ridge suck, which I don't know WWE wants us to think right now. But so that's our first disagreement there. Dan, you and I think Sheamus and Holland are going to win, whereas Carlos thinks Cesaro and Ricochet are going to win. So we'll have to see. So, all right, that's our kickoff. Now we're going to be talking about the matches on the actual Day One pay-per-view card. First up, we have Madcap Moss with Happy Corbin taking on Drew McIntyre. And these two have just, to be honest, just don't get along because Corbin and Drew don't get along. They've been making fun of them. They have a whole entire, wasn't it the Christmas Eve, street fight or something? It was, silliness going on. There's really not much to it other than just Madcap Moss being Happy Corbin's buddy and them wanting to put an end to Drew McIntyre. So let's go with you, Dan. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Drew McIntyre.
Why do you say that?
I mean, think about it. Drew McIntyre's done how many handicap matches in his entire career, and he's pretty much won a lot of them. So I'm gonna take that bet and say it's gonna be him.
Well, it's not a handicap match, Dan.
Oh, it's not? Oh, well, you said both of them together. I thought it was a handicap match.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's just Madcap Moss versus Drew.
Oh, well, I'm still betting he's going to win. I mean, I'm pretty sure Baron Corbin ain't going to do crap. He's just going to stand there and watch. Well, he's going to try and help, but he's not going to do shit.
You don't think he's going to be able to help? Okay.
Nope.
Right. Well, I agree with you. I think Drew McIntyre is going to win. I do think, like you said, Corbin's going to try to help out. Something's going to happen, and Drew is going to win. And also, Carlos agrees with us. He thinks Drew is going to win as well. All right. Next up, we have the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Championships. I'm excited about this one. Smackdown Tag Team Champions, the Usos, defending against the New Day. These guys have had a rivalry since 2016. However, the difference is now the Usos are part of the Bloodline and the New Day are part of royalty, King Woods and Sir Kofi. But it will be exciting to see these two go at it once again. I went ahead and went with the New Day. I feel like it's a new day, day one.
Wow, that was a cringe joke, Ant.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that WWE could do something like that. I feel like the Bloodline is going to break in 2022, and I feel like there needs to be some kind of crack, and I think it's time for the Usos to give it up. Carlos disagrees with me. He thinks the Usos are going to retain the titles tonight. How about you, Dan? You are the decider here. What do you think is going to happen?
Honestly, I don't see the Usos losing the title that quickly. I think they're gonna go on to maybe WrestleMania and lose at WrestleMania with Roman, and then I'll just kind of do something there. So I think the Usos are gonna win.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next up, the WWE Intercontinental Championship is on the line. I'm also really looking forward to this one. The Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura defending against Sami Zayn. These two tore the house down back in NXT, and I think this is the first time they're fighting one-on-one, on a pay-per-view card in a while.
Yep.
Carlos went with Sami Zayn. He thinks Sami Zayn is the new Intercontinental Champion here tonight at Day One. What do you think?
That's tough. I mean, I would love to see Sami Zayn win, but How long has Shinsuke been Intercontinental Champion for?
I'd say maybe like spring, summer.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Shinsuke.
Oh, okay.
As much as I would love to see Sammy be Intercontinental Champion, I just don't see it.
Well, I actually disagreed with you, Dan. I went with Carlos. I think Sami Zayn is gonna win. Here is my thought. I think either we're gonna have a new Intercontinental Champion or we're gonna have a new SmackDown Tag Team Champion. One of them is gonna lose it, I think.
I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a DQ victory for the Intercontinental title match.
Okay. So then you think Nakamura will win by DQ?
Yeah, didn't he do that? Isn't that how he won last time? At like the last pay-per-view at Survivor Series, isn't that how he won last time?
Well, he won because Damian Priest attacked him with the guitar or something.
I think it's gonna be like a DQ victory.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. The Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro defending against the Street Profits. I think RK Bro are going to retain the titles. I feel like there's more to their storyline developing into WrestleMania than them losing at Day One. But I do think they have a great competition ahead of them. Who do you think, Dan, is going to walk out Day One Raw Tag Team Champions?
I think RK Bro. I don't see them losing that quick. Like, yeah, they won in like mid-summer, but like I don't see them losing it now.
Okay. All right. Carlos goes with us too. He thinks RK Bro is going to win, but he threw in a little special thing. He also thinks that the Street Profits are going to turn heels tonight.
Interesting.
Now, they did show some heelish tendencies last week on Raw, but my only contradiction to that is how do you you could turn heel in a match, but
how do you turn heel if they're not going against each other,
or if they're not gonna win? Like,
yeah,
I get, like, you know, they lose and like maybe he's thinking they attack this. Maybe that's what Carlos is thinking, that after the match they attack RK Bro.
Maybe
that could happen.
It could.
But yeah, so extra points to Carlos if the Street Profits turn heel.
And if not, we get the extra points.
Sure, I guess. So no heel. Okay. Next up we have Edge taking on The Miz with Maryse, and I'm looking forward to this one. It's probably one of the matches I'm looking for the most to seeing. Carlos went ahead and thinks that The Miz is going to win. I want to know what you think, Dan. Who do you think is going to win this one?
I think Edge is going to win. I mean, sure, Miz can use Maryse to hide behind him or whatever, but I don't see him being that. I don't see it being that easy just to beat Edge just because of a few little distractions.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with Miz. And the reason why I'm going with him, and it's a shock because Edge is my favorite. Let me tell you why I'm going back and forth with this. If they're going to do a mixed tag match, if they're going to do it, Maryse has to cause an issue for Edge, right? Beth isn't just going to come out and fight Maryse because she's, you know, getting involved in a match. Like, something has to happen for it to really whatever. And I think if they're going to do that storyline, Edge needs to lose this because of Maryse. If they're going to do the mixed tag. If he loses, not because if he wins, you know, maybe they could do it by having like Miz and Maryse go to the home and have Maryse attack Beth. I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to pull that off at like Mania, or they're going to do something like that soon at the Rumble or something.
Actually, I'd actually like to change my pick to Miz because I see what you're saying. I think what they're going to do is they're going to have Miz and Maryse versus Beth Phoenix and Edge as a like special attraction match because they always have some kind of special attraction match. They always have it. And I think that's what they're going to do this year. And I think that will be their special one. So I'm changing my pick.
All right. See, the champion is a leader in the division. Okay. Moving on while I can. And Carlos went with the Miz too. So moving on, we are at the WWE Championship Fatal 4-Way match. We have the WWE Champion Big E defending the title against Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Seth Rollins. All four men are going to...
Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins. All three men are going to be great competition to Big E. Which man will walk out Day One champion? Carlos went with his favorite, his man, Seth Rollins. Dan, who do you think is leaving Day One as champion?
You know what? I normally go with sense, but you know what? I'm gonna go with what I hope happens, even though it's a very stupid idea because it never works out for me. I'm gonna go with my guy Kevin Owens.
All right. Why not? Did I mention Kevin Owens? Yeah, I did. Okay. Did I say him?
I think you did.
Okay. Kevin Owens is one of my favorites too, so I just want to make sure I put that out there. So you think KO is going to win? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I would be happy to see KO as champion, and he has this. I know we were going back and forth off air if he's a heel or not, but I will say about KO, whether he's a heel or a good guy, he makes them both look good. When he's a face, he's hilarious. When he's heel, he's funny, but you also love to hate him as a heel. So, okay, KO might be starting Day One as WWE champion. Well, I disagree with both of you. I think Big E is going to retain the title. I think he will.
Very strong accusations, Anthony.
What happened?
I said very strong accusations.
Yeah, well, because I think for me, I have a feeling that I don't see why they would make him lose before Mania,
I mean, I just think that WWE is not liking the way his title reign is going. That's what I think, but I mean, what do I know?
Well, they're not really booking him in anything. It's just like, okay, we're going to see Big E.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they don't really know what to do for him as champion unless they make him the underdog.
They're like, it's like pretty much his title reign has been, okay, let me watch, like, Big E is going to watch two people fight to become number one contender, and then he's going to beat them, and then, okay, who's going to be number one contender next? Like, there hasn't really been, like, a
That's why I think they're going to – that's why I think they're going to make him – like, that's why I think they're going to make him lose.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys think about that. Make your own predictions. Let us know in the comments below on YouTube who you think is going to win. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our final predictions of the night. Stick around. Welcome back. And yes, definitely check us out on Anchor. It's probably the easiest way to create a podcast yourself. And to find out more, visit anchor.com or anchor.fm. Excuse me. I need to go home again. So we are going to go home. We're bringing it home with our final two matches of the night. And this match is for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. The Raw Women's Champion, the man Becky Lynch, defending against Liv Morgan in a rematch from the match on Raw a couple weeks ago, which was really great. Our man Carlos, Latino Heat, he thinks Liv Morgan is going to leave Day One as WWE Raw Women's Champion. Dan, what is your pick? Who do you think is going to
win? That is a tough one, but I don't see Becky Lynch losing her title that soon. Like, I mean, yeah, she technically did win it, like, back in, like, when she came back, but, like, that was a SmackDown women's title. I don't see her beating three other women that she used to, like, rival with and then suddenly just lose it at the Day One pay-per-view. I don't see it happening. I see Becky Lynch retaining.
The man. I also agree with you. I see the man retaining, too. It's possible that Liv can beat Becky. It's just more...
It's possible, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, like, when will it happen? All right, well, now we are on our last match of the night. The WWE Universal Championship is on the line. The Universal Champion Roman Reigns will be defending against Brock Lesnar. However, Roman Reigns will not have Paul Heyman in his corner during this match.
He's going to have the Usos in his corner, probably.
He will, yes. But Roman Reigns did fire Paul Heyman, knocked him out with a Superman punch. And to start off, I want to kind of be a little controversial here with Carlos's pick. Carlos thinks...
Well, actually, I was kind of hoping to get my prediction first.
You go ahead.
I'm thinking what's going to happen is during the match, Paul Heyman's going to do something to fake help Brock Lesnar, but he's really actually helping out Roman because it's all like a secret plan behind Brock's back so he can win.
Okay.
So I think Roman's going to win.
All right. Well, that's funny that you said that because Carlos thinks the same thing. Carlos thinks that Paul Heyman, whether or not he's going to screw him over, he thinks Paul Heyman is going to rejoin Roman Reigns tonight, and he thinks Reigns is going to win. I think Reigns is going to win too. However, I'm going to stay out of this vote because should I? I don't know.
Wouldn't be the first time Paul Heyman's turned against Brock.
I know. My question is, again, this is me thinking like as a normal person, and Vince isn't normal. Why would Paul Heyman want to get? I mean, he has no choice because Roman Reigns is in charge. But like, what does attacking Paul Heyman do aside from like make Brock Lesnar think, oh, Paul might be on my? I mean, yeah, he might think that Paul's gonna be on his side, but like, I wouldn't want to take a Superman punch just to pretend. I mean, I don't know. And that's the only thing I'm thinking, like, that could go against that is that, like, yeah, it could all be for show just so that Roman can whatever, but he took a fucking Superman punch.
I mean, you never know.
Well, here's what I will do. I will...
Well, also, here's my other thinking. We don't know how long Brock's going to be with WWE. We don't know if he's going to just do this one match and then he's just going to leave and not come back for Mania, or is he going to stay for Rumble, stay for Mania? We don't know. What I'm thinking is he's going to lose this, go in the Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, and then he's going to go against Roman at Mania. That's what I believe is going to happen.
Yeah, but then at that point, we've seen this match 4 times in the past, 6 months.
4 times?
Yeah, because they fought at Crown Jewel.
Uh-huh.
Then they would be fighting,
this time.
Wait, pause. Are we talking about them fighting, as a whole? Or just...
No, I mean, fighting as, I think if they do this again... we've seen it a lot. We've seen this match hundreds of times.
At Mania,
I think this time is different because both the times it was Roman winning the Rumble and Roman doing that stuff. But this time it's Brock doing it. This time it's Brock being the underdog because no one thinks he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, but they already did that at Crown Jewel when he wasn't champion.
Okay, yeah, but again, he didn't. But did he defeat Roman Reigns? No.
I get that, but my thing is, and this is just the type of the viewer I am, I don't care if Brock Lesnar wants to get his redemption. I want to see someone else come. We've seen, like you said, it's it would be, Brock Lesnar's lost, but we get it, he's lost. I don't care now. He's gonna go on to WrestleMania for what?
Also, Brock Lesnar's never actually beaten Roman Reigns, except that one time in Mania, except that one other time. He's never really beaten him more times than Roman has. It's always Roman has has Brock's number. You know what I mean? He beat him at he beat him at SummerSlam and Brock beat him at WrestleMania. Roman beat him at Crown Jewel. If he does it, he beat him at Day One. If he does, then he has his number. You know what I mean?
I know. I just feel like as a wrestling fan, I can only take seeing Reigns versus Lesnar so much to the point where I don't care. They fought in like 2016. They
Yeah,
fought again in
that's another thing.
2017.
That's another thing. Vince McMahon don't know when to stop putting on a match. Like John Cena versus
Routinely
Randy
too.
Orton. It happened a lot, but he continued to do it until he worked the hell out of it.
I feel like with this one, the biggest difference, the biggest reasoning to sort of say, okay, this is gonna be different is Paul Heyman. Will Paul Heyman get involved? That's sort of the catalyst for this one. But Dan, we called it down the line. Those are our predictions. Let us know in the chat on YouTube. What are your predictions for day one? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Let us know. It is going to be a great night. Day one, the first pay-per-view of 2022. Any last words, Dan?
Enjoy day one.
Yeah.
Have a great new year.
Yes. Have a great new year and enjoy day one.